A child is scheduled for one sport before kindergarten, and every week becomes rehearsal for future trophies. Another child plays a variety of games, stays curious, and still ends up world-class later. The Head Start narrative thrives because specialization appears measurable, and early wins feel like proof. But measuring what is easy can hide what truly matters, as most real problems do not repeat. When systems reward narrow progress, learners fear switching, and late bloomers mistake range for failure. In fast-changing fields, that mindset produces brittle knowledge and confident errors when feedback is delayed. Imagine a classroom where test prep repeats the same format, and students look ahead until a new problem appears. Then the exam changes, the shortcut fails, and the class discovers they never learned how to build a rule. We will cover sampling before specializing, kind versus wicked learning, slow practice, and portable mental models. This video is inspired by Range by David Epstein, and subscribe for more explanations on using breadth and experimentation to outperform narrow specialization. A sampling period involves trying various activities to build skills and discover preferences. The process begins with playful variety, followed by focused practice when strengths and interests become clearer. Early specialization can lead to early success, but it may also lock you into a poor fit. Late specialization often catches up because broad skills transfer and focused practice increase later. Some young athletes spend their childhood in multiple sports, mostly engaging in unstructured play, and only later commit to one path. Others focus on one sport early, gaining an early advantage, but may face burnout or a plateau when demands become complex. This shows that range is a valuable feature, not a detour, as the world rewards adaptability. An early head start matters most in rule-bound domains, but many careers involve more open-ended challenges. Choose 2 adjacent skills to explore this month, tracking what feels easy, hard, and energizing. After 6 weeks, pick one area to deepen and maintain one side interest to preserve skill transfer. A kind learning environment has stable rules, repeating patterns, and feedback that comes quickly and accurately. A wicked learning environment hides rules, shifts patterns, and provides noisy feedback, which can teach wrong lessons. In kind settings, practice turns into intuition because errors are visible and correction loops are simple. In wicked settings, intuition can mislead because repetition does not guarantee learning, and outcomes may appear later. Chess and golf reward pattern recognition, while a hospital ward demands decisions without clear rules or immediate feedback. That contrast is like watching tennis on another planet, where players have rackets but nobody explains the scoring. Range helps in wicked environments by supplying multiple analogies and tools when familiar playbooks fail. Specialization still matters, but it should be paired with flexibility, curiosity, and a willingness to step outside routines. Identify whether your current challenge is kind or wicked, then choose practice or exploration that matches it. For wicked problems, gather perspectives from other fields before deciding and treat early confidence as a warning sign. Desirable difficulties are learning methods that feel challenging now, but produce durable and flexible knowledge later. They work by forcing retrieval, spacing, and varied practice, which strengthens memory and improves strategy selection. Blocked practice creates quick improvement that you can see, but it often fails when the test changes. Interleaving mixes problem types, reduces short-term confidence, and increases the ability to match the right approach. Pianists who practice jumps of different distances may perform better later than those who repeat one jump. Learners often prefer repetition because it feels fluent, but mixed practice exposes errors and builds adaptable control. This reinforces the broader theme that slow learning can beat fast learning when the world demands transfer. When progress is judged only by immediate performance, people choose closed drills and miss deeper understanding. Build a weekly practice plan that rotates topics, includes spaced review, and test recall before looking at notes. If interleaving and slow learning help you rethink practice, then subscribe for more methods that make skills flexible under pressure. Modern thinking depends on conceptual classification, which organizes facts into schemes that can be reused across various domains. These schemes act like scaffolding, allowing you to connect knowledge, transfer ideas, and solve puzzles without a taught method. The Flynn effect demonstrates significant improvements in abstract problem-solving skills, even when traditional school knowledge remains unchanged. Scores increased most on Raven's matrices, which require identifying patterns and rules rather than recalling memorized formulas. When asked to compare two words, newer generations more often provide an abstract relation rather than surface details. This shift matters because complex work rewards individuals who can extract structure in unfamiliar situations and apply it elsewhere. Concept flexibility leads to faster growth in range because you can combine pieces from different fields into one model. Over-specialization can shrink this flexibility, as narrow tools become default answers even when the context changes. Practice building a concept map for one topic, then use it to explain a different topic using the same structure. Each week, pick one unfamiliar problem and ask what category it fits, what rules apply, and what clues matter. In kind domains, experts construct chunks, patterns of information grouped into a single meaningful unit. Chunking reduces mental load, as the position on a board becomes a few patterns rather than many pieces. This makes experts appear to have photographic memory, but the advantage vanishes when the pattern is random. It also explains why narrow pattern mastery can be replaced by machines, since calculation and retrieval scale quickly. A chess master can recreate a real game position after seconds, but struggles when pieces are arranged in an impossible way. When computers handle tactics, humans add value through strategy, synthesis, and deciding which questions to ask next. This is why range matters, as integration across sources and tools becomes the scarce skill. Instead of drilling one pattern set endlessly, the goal is learning when to switch frames and coordinate expertise. When studying a field, collect examples from two other fields, then search for common structure rather than surface similarity. Use specialists as advisors, but spend your own effort on combining their inputs into a coherent plan and testing it. The true benefit is not being a generalist by chance, but building a range that aligns with modern complexity. A successful path begins with broad exploration, then narrows focus, as this process provides options and helps you choose the right path. Sampling develops transferable skills, distinguishing between different types of problems to choose the right training, and embracing challenges makes learning more durable. Conceptual frameworks expand thinking, and breaking down skills into chunks shows why narrow expertise can be automated, while integration remains human. By combining these ideas, decisions improve as you can adjust strategies when rules change or feedback is unclear. Careers also benefit as sampling increases the match between skills and values, making it easier to find work that fits. Start this week by listing 3 interests, then design small experiments that take days, not years, to learn from. Build a portfolio of practice, focusing on one skill and 2 supporting ones, and revisit the mix every month. When uncertainty arises, treat it as a signal to broaden your perspective and search for analogies. To receive a steady stream of tools for learning and career changes, subscribe for future episodes that enhance your range.